Hello, Gemini. This is Renee from Angelic Comfort, and I'm here with your February 2017, I almost said 2019, 2017 general and love reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're not certain what your Moon and Rising signs are, there's a link down below the video that you can check out and find out what they are. If this totally resonates to you, great. If not, definitely check out your Moon and Rising sign videos, and you'll get a clearer picture, okay? So we're going to start off, and I apologize for these being just a little bit late, but we have a little bit uneven. We have Believe and Succeed, and we have Solar Plexus. Now, Believe and Succeed, within the first week, maybe second week, trailing in, with these, let's see if I can, okay. Within the first week or so, you know, we talk about Believe and Succeed, and it's about believing in yourself, getting your self-esteem up there, having faith, believing, and pushing forward. It could be with a project, with a relationship. I know there's been a lot of people who have been really down who are single, that they haven't had anybody for Valentine's Day, or haven't been in a relationship. When do I find the right one? It's all about loving yourself first and getting over those hurdles that you need to get over emotionally, because what you do is you block true love. You block true love through your emotions, your thoughts, and by holding up a wall. So love doesn't want to come in. And so when you can really solve that, let go of the past, forgive and forget yourself, forgive and move on from others, then, you know, life becomes a little bit easier. You open up those blockages within your solar plexus, and you're allowing love to come in, or that good fortune, or that new job that you want, or that new home, that new car, any of that stuff that you want to come into you. You have to release those emotional blockages, and that's what the solar plexus does. Solar plexus is our life force. It's the center chakra. It's located between our navel, the top of our navel, and the lower part of our rib cage. And what it does is it harbors all of those emotional traumas, all of those things that people have done to us. And when we hold them in, then we're not radiating at the true light that we need to be. So that's where our emotional gunk is stored. And without that being cleared, without that vibrating correctly, okay, then that's where you form a lot of your blockages for allowing good to come in. Okay, so they're saying here to have empowerment with yourself. Definitely build yourself up. Get yourself believing in yourself, having faith in yourself, and dream big. Go ahead and dream big. You know, the more that you dream about becoming, meeting that true love, becoming that person who wants that position, starting a new business, getting that new home, the more that you keep positive thoughts about you, okay, then you can manifest them. Okay, so hopefully within the first week you were working on some of that, okay? And then we have the second week, which would have been Valentine's week, this week here. Sadness and isolation and simply love. You know, like I said, you know, touching in on love and romance and Valentine's Day. A lot of people don't look at it as being a holiday where you really can love each other or many other people. You don't have to be in a relationship. It's a very commercialized holiday. You know, love should be every day of the year through the things that you do and things that you say. Okay? Just because you are single doesn't mean that you don't have love. And the gifts aren't what's important. It's about being able to express your love to others and receiving. Okay, so I get it, you know, people not wanting to be alone and everything, but, you know, really celebrate the love for you. Celebrate you. Celebrate life in general, okay? Like I said, the more that you're down, the more that you keep these emotions, that, you know, harbored within that negativity, you're at a lower vibrational energy level, and that's what you're going to pull into you, okay? And things aren't going to work to your advantage. So the more the negative attitude, you're going to pull in more negativity. The more positive, you're going to pull in what you're vibrating at, which is what you want. All positive things. So life is all one big blessing. And simply love. Simply love friends. If you have a friend that you're really close to and you're having a great time communicating, just simply love them for who they are. Just like you need to love you for who you are. Enjoy and embrace the friendship. Embrace your friends. Enjoy life, okay? That's what they're saying. So, a healing heart. You have the opportunity to heal others just as others have the opportunity to heal you. So it's like believing that you can make a difference in this world, that you can make a difference in other people's lives, just like others can make a difference in yours. So reach out and get help. And again, having faith, prayers, and positivity, you can manifest what it is that you want in your life. Okay, so if you see, the universe works, if you think negative all the time, okay, then what's going to happen is that's the energy you're putting forth. So the universe says, oh, that's what he or she wants. So that's what you're going to get. Whatever those thoughts are that are negative are going to come into you, as is those positive thoughts. If you keep positive and you keep those thoughts on track, then that's what you're going to pull into your life, okay, is the positive. So whatever energy you're putting out there is what you're going to get back to you, because your thoughts and the energy that you put out are very strong. So make the manifestation to the positive. Look at the blessings that you already have. It's so important. Embrace you and embrace life as we head into the third week, and rebuild. Rebuild your thoughts and your attitude. Rebuild what it is that you want out of life. So embrace life. Embrace the blessings that you have already. Do you want that job? Then go for it. But how are you going to go about doing it? What changes are you going to make within you? What changes are you going to make within your environment? What is your strategic plan? You want a new house? You want a whole new life? Then what is it you're going to do? First of all, you're going to embrace you. But then you need to embrace, like I said, the other blessings in your life, and then embrace other people and start rebuilding from your heart. What is it that you truly desire? What are those wishes? Then make a wish and stop being so stressed out, and find more time for play. Okay? Find that balance within life that you need between work and play, and move forward. But make your wish. Again, wishes are manifestations. Prayers are working towards your manifestations. Keep them positive. Even if you are asking for help with something and it's a negative situation, you don't need to put the negative words into it. Reword how you do it. So rebuild your thoughts, rebuild you, rebuild your strategic plan. The last week, some of you could be receiving a reward. It could be an increase in pay. It could be getting that new job. It could be landing that car. It could be starting your business. It could be public recognition. It could be getting a bonus. Either way, there's going to be some recognition for the work that you've done. Even recognition on working with self, okay? And giving and receiving is really important too. So when you give, you're going to receive. And don't always expect people to, return, giving and receiving. But it is a balance. But the more that you give to others, the more that you give to like a charity if you volunteer, or the more that you put out that's good from your heart, the more that you're going to receive in. And it's the same thing with love. The more that you put out there, the more that you're going to receive. Okay, so it's creating that balance, but you're going to be recognized for doing something very positive, something very good. Okay, and like I said, it could be through work, it could be through maybe a hobby that you do, just helping somebody out in an emergency, or just being there for a friend or even a complete stranger. Okay, but there's going to be some recognition. And here again, self-employment. They're talking about self-employment as being, something that's very possible in the fourth week if some of you are looking for that type of employment, something that you really desire doing, and you're going to finally branch off and find the nerve to be able to do this. You're going to release that fear, because fear is a negativity. It's self-created within our mind. So some of you might be getting into self-employment. The 4th week is a very, very good time. Now, as we take a look at love and romance, for those of you who are single, they're saying that finances or your career could be affecting, very easily be affecting your love and romance, whether you are in a relationship or not. Financial difficulties could be happening, but hopefully you'll be getting some taxes back soon. You know, of course, a lot of people get that. Maybe you've already gotten them back. You can get back on track. So just hang in there, okay? The more that you stress out about financial issues, again, that's putting a blockage out there for love. And it could put a strain on, of course, we all know relationships. And it could be also putting a strain on the energy that you're putting out there to find the right relationship. And if it's not you and it's somebody that you really care about, you know, see if maybe you can't help them to get back on track by helping them maybe set up a budget or being a little bit more understanding. Maybe you need to do a little bit more traveling if they live further away from you or a little distance. You might need to maybe help them save on gasoline. So you might, you know, decide to go and see them instead of them coming to see you. Different things like that. But somebody is coming into your life. Now, as long as you take the steps that are needed to make the changes that you need to make within you, okay, then you're going to manifest this. And you're going to get to know each other. Okay, so the card says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, you know, the bond deepens. And it does with anybody. And it could be with friends. It could be with potential relationships. It could be with anything. That bond is going to strengthen. So getting to know each other as the true selves. And it's not about complaining about the past. You know, you might discuss it a little bit, but it's not focusing on it. It's focusing on you. It's focusing on what you want out of life, and maybe those things you did as a kid, and finding those conversations or those topics that you have in common that would interest the other person, and being able to have those deep, deep conversations. So you're getting to know each other, okay? And as you do, you know, you'll notice each other watching each other's facial expressions. You're looking into their eyes. You know, it's a totally different realm. It's being able to seriously get to know each other, okay? And there will be a major attraction, but don't be codependent. Do not be codependent. Don't be paranoid. You have to trust. And a codependency could be one or the other has an addiction, or the addiction of not feeling like, you know, once you're in the relationship that you don't want to be alone, or separate from each other. You can't depend on somebody to be there every second of the day. But the thing is, too, is that an addiction also is focusing on our negative thoughts and our negative patterns of past relationships that do hold us back. So when you focus on that, that is an addiction, okay? When you focus on that all the time, it will be a codependency of seeming like you're either untrusting, or that you're not ready for a relationship, and it won't allow the relationship to completely bloom. So it's very important to purge all of this and get yourself back on track, healthy, emotional-wise, and ready for a relationship, okay? So make sure that you remember that, because, you know, these patterns, the negative patterns and stuff of thoughts and actions and stuff like that will affect, it makes it a codependent, which is a toxic relationship, and that's not what you want. Okay, so, you know, there's free will. You can either make it happen, or you can and follow this advice, or you can keep going down the path that you are and changes won't happen. So my advice is to release the past and make yourself emotionally healthy and trusting, okay, and starting a clean slate with somebody and giving them a fair chance, okay, and not feeling, maybe some of you might be feeling needy. You know, get rid of all of that so that the relationship has a fair chance of working. Okay, and when we get into the card of sexual magic, the tarot. We talk about the Ten of Swords. See, this is talking about, I'm looking more of this as being in the past, where somebody was hurt. Okay? Whether it had been a relationship where somebody was seeing somebody else, or just there was arguing, or things weren't mixing, and it could have been a codependent relationship, and somebody left, and so you were left hurt, you were crying, not understanding really what happened, and the mirror, I take a look at the mirror, which is sitting back here, and I'm picking up what I'm hearing is that you're afraid to look in the mirror to see what it is that you did as a part to cause the relationship to fail too. So, no playing the victim. Okay? So some of you are playing the victim. That's not fair either, because it's always two people involved within a relationship. So pick up that mirror and take a look in that mirror and be very honest with yourself about why that relationship also may have failed. What could you have done that might have led to that relationship drifting apart or separating? Not, everybody gets hurt. A lot of people get hurt with relationships and not lasting and not working, but it's time to move on, okay? And have that strength to move on. Have that strength. And, this is the Leo card, and usually the swords involve an air sign, and the strength card is definitely a Leo. And so they're saying have the strength of the Leo, of this woman, to be able to move forward past these things that you are, that you're having, an issue with, these blockages, okay? And here we have the Three of Cups, and this is about, new ideas forming, celebrating each other, somebody coming into your life and celebrating and getting to know each other. It could mean fertility is another thing it could be, but there's a lot of heavy passion, a lot of emotion. And then we have the Star card. Take a look at the Star card here. It represents starting to opening up yourself to your wishes and your desires with another person, having them fulfilled, that you finally have released all of this past, and you're allowing this other person to come in and to have this relationship with you, okay? And the Two of Wands and the Queen of Chalices. And when we sit here, we see the male and the female are, and this could be a fire sign, okay? So it could be you have some of the fire energy in you, or it could be a fire sign coming into your life, or their moon and rising could be the energy of one of the fire signs. But it's getting to know each other. It's sitting here. It's definitely communicating. Again, like back here was saying, the card with getting to know each other. There is that attraction, and they're in deep conversation, okay? So they're definitely getting to know each other. And here we have the Queen of Chalices, and the Queen of Chalices is about deep emotions, and she is very nurturing and mothering. She helps to heal through communication, touch, and understanding, unconditional love. So whoever it is that's coming in is going to be very much refined, compassionate. She or he, I shouldn't say she, but it could be a he, as these are general readings and there is no gender specific, but this person is very compassionate, understanding, and through this communication, she's going to help you heal and embrace you. But she's not going to want to focus on hearing every little thing over and over and over again, or letting that interfere in the relationship. But initially she is going to do this, so the rest is up to you. Okay? If you would like an individual reading that is geared directly towards you and nobody else, because this is for thousands of people, then go ahead and go to my website, which is www.angelic-comfort.com, and set up an appointment, and we'll get with you as soon as we can. Okay? In the meantime, know that I appreciate and love each and every one of you for watching these videos and for your comments, and I love hearing how they affect you. okay, and how they resonate with your life and what you're going through. So have a great day. Know that I love you all, and until we meet again, namaste.